I'm here with Adela from the Jack Herer Foundation, and she's been with them a long time and even knew Jack himself. Now Dan is running this whole organization, but Adela has a great knowledge and history of this. Tell us about when you knew Jack and what was happening then and what you did together.
I met Jack in LA at Oaksterdam. He was a teacher there, and he was just a very passionate man. I'm wearing one of his teaching tees. This is a t-shirt that he used to walk around all the time wearing, so that he would spread knowledge about how marijuana is more than just a medicine, you know? And I think what Dan here and the Jack Herer Foundation is trying to do is pick up the education, because I think that everybody seems to be really open to it. You know, marijuana, cannabis is on the front line now, so it's going to be a good thing. It's a good time to bring it back. And you know, it also falls into the part that there's a lot of bad laws that are being written, and people are jumping on board them because they're like, oh, I'm going to get my safe access, or I'm going to have my children safe access, which is great because marijuana is medicine. But we're also forgetting that if we settle, bad laws are hard to fix. So it's better to not write bad laws and write good laws. So if we settle for just CBD only or a plant limit, we're never going to have the other beneficial uses from hemp, you know, like textiles and clothes and belts and shoes and all the other alternative stuff that we can use. So that's why the Jack Herer Foundation's goal is to have a mobile hemp virtual museum, go to places like outside of the cannabis industry, which is great because they still need information and education here. But maybe start taking it to places like farmers markets, meeting with farmers and introducing them to the uses of hemp. And then when we start to lay the foundation for education, when we finally get to start talking about marijuana for medicine, it's going to be a lot easier of a transition because they're already going to see all the benefits that hemp has to provide. Not to mention, I mean, let me just say, here's the teaching team. We're right here for medical and recreational. We still have all these other uses, which is untapped industries. This is an untapped market that there's a lot of money to be spread. We could save the planet, and that's what Jack's goal was, you know, was to save the planet.
Yeah, so in reality, people are quite afraid of the $1 trillion a year hemp industry, and so education becomes key with that. And so we also heard that they're going to start would be a foundation museum as well. And is that the bus itself, or is the rolling museum?
No, actually, there is going to be a museum opening in Los Angeles area. I'm not exactly sure about the whereabouts of it. That's going to be featuring hemp products, on-scene footage from Jack speaking. He was a very passionate public speaker.
Yes.
And some of the information, all the archives that he has, Hemp for Victory, courtesy of, you know, we got that courtesy of Jack himself, doing all the digging, looking for it, and sharing, you know, with us that our Department of Agriculture, our Navy, was encouraging us during World War II to grow hemp, you know, and so this is all going to be on display because this is very important. We need to know the history going forward so that we make good laws. You know, one of the things that Jack, I'm passionate about this too, that Jack always preached was that no one belongs in jail for a plant. Like, we need to make sure that we don't get arrested for this, you know, that even though we're creating the new industry and showing how good hemp is, we need to make sure that we're not going to continue to be arrested for this. So that was also part of it as well.
Well, you have a deep knowledge of all this. I'm glad we got a hold of you today. So here we are. Thank you so much.
Thank you.